Keep up to date with all my videos by hitting that subscribe button and make sure you turn on all notifications. And stay connected with me on my Twitter. Hit that follow button. Having map awareness and map control separates the good players from the bad players. All the pros use it and all the good players use it. And it's a great way to raise your KD, win more games, and get your streaks fast. What's up, guys? My name is Captain Shakes. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to the channel. If you are struggling, then in today's video, I am going to show you how to gain map control, use map awareness, and map positioning so you can go out there and get those 10, 15, 20 KDs and maybe even those nuclears. Now, in the gameplay you are seeing in the background, we are on Militia. I came in mid-game, and at the end, I still led the lobbies. I only died once, and I managed to get myself a 27 KD while controlling mid-map, using map awareness, and getting those streaks and having my strike team go off. And in the second gameplay you are going to see is an old gameplay that I featured on my channel. It's a game of team deathmatch. I went 41-4 while calling in all my streaks while controlling mid-map, using map knowledge, positioning myself well, and using the awareness to my advantage. Now let's talk about how to gain map control. What you want to do, and I don't stress this enough in my videos, and I'm telling you why map control is key. What you want to do is you want to go to mid-map and you want to find yourself cover, maybe on the outskirts of mid-map, and you want to control mid-map by destroying and killing all enemies that are stupidly, and yes, I just said stupidly, going into mid-map trying to get kills. Picture it like defending B if you are playing domination. You want to make sure nobody goes mid-map, you want to make sure nobody gets B, and if you're playing in game mode like TDM or kill confirmed, you want to make sure that nobody overtakes map control, especially mid-map, over you and your team. Now this tactic is sort of hard when you're playing solo. I managed to do it, but if you are having trouble, get yourself a team, have your team cover it with you, have your team control B with you, have your team control mid-map with you. It's much easier if you have 2 or 3 guys helping you, and if you are doing it solo, just be aware of where your teammates are and where the enemies are spawning. Now this is where map knowledge and map awareness comes into play. If you know where your enemies are, then more than likely the enemy team are spawning on the complete other side. Predicting spawns and knowing where the enemies spawn and knowing where they are is great for having map awareness and map knowledge, and it can turn into a negative game into a 2, 3, 4, 5 KD game by just having great map knowledge. And that's the best thing about having great map control and controlling mid-map. You are mostly 99% of the time going to know where the enemies are and where they are spawning from, especially if you're playing a game mode like domination. If you have your home flag or your spawn flag A or C and you have B and you do not push into the enemy spawn, they're more than likely going to spawn in the flag that they have. So for example, if you and your team captured A and you guys captured B and you don't push into the C spawn, the enemies are most likely always going to spawn at the C spawn, and most people don't like this because they think it's spawn trapping, but in the end, what are you going to do? Are you going to let the enemy kill you, or are you going to kill them? Now, one mistake that I see a lot of people do is that they are not patient enough. When you are playing a game mode like domination, you need to be patient. You need to let the enemies come to you. You can't just rush into the enemy spawn because that's where they're going to be, and you don't want to go into a 1v3 or a 1v4. Now, if you're playing a game mode like Kill Confirmed or TDM, what you want to do is just stay at mid-map and be patient as well. You know the enemies are going to be coming for you. You know where they're going to be coming for you. You have the mini-map, and I can't stress that enough. If you are playing core like I am now that I switched from hardcore, use your mini-map to an advantage. When they fire, they will show up on the map. You can see that, and you will be able to pick them apart from the mid-map control or whatever map control you have. Now, there are 2 things that I suggest using if you are new to this and trying it out. One is the sensor dart. so you must use recon. Now, two things about recon. One, the sensor dart is great because if you are controlling mid-map or you are controlling a part of the map, you can put your sensor dart behind you or you can put it on your left or right flank. That will tell you that the enemies are coming for you and you can pick off some easy kills. The other thing is recon's vision pulse. Vision pulse is pretty much the closest thing we have to a VSAT. Vision pulse, if you don't know what it is, I'm sure most of you know what it is by now. It basically highlights your enemies through walls, buildings, and whatnot. So vision pulse is a great thing to use. Now, the second thing we are going to talk about is the acoustic sensor. The acoustic sensor, in my mind, is the most underrated gear to use. And what acoustic sensor will do is it will tell you if the enemies are behind you or trying to flank you. Those two things are probably the best things you can use if you are trying to control mid-map, because who wants to die on a long streak to a flanker or someone from behind? Now, another mistake that I see people do, they think they're controlling mid-map, but here's the thing. You cannot be wide open mid-map. You cannot watch all four corners at the same time if you are wide open in mid-map. That's why I cannot stress enough to use cover. For instance, if you see the gameplays in the background, one of them is in Militia, where I'm watching the middle of the map from the high ground. For one, I have the high ground, and if you guys are Star Wars fans, you know how awesome and important that is. And second off, I can see everything from this vantage point. I have the long lines of sight, and the only thing I have to worry about is that little spot behind me. And the gameplay where I'm playing on Icebreaker, look at the line of sight I have, people coming from the back spawn, and I don't really have to worry about people behind me because most of the gameplay, my teammates are right around me. I can watch mid-map at the ship, and I can watch that long range of sight to the right coming from the back of the spawn. So I hope this video has helped you. Let me know in the comment section, like always, if these tips have helped you out, and let me know in the comment section if they don't. And if you are struggling, God knows I know how you're feeling. When I started playing Call of Duty, I would just wing it, and you can't wing it every game. You can't just go in a game and wing it. You need a plan, you need a strategy, and this one will definitely work. So without further ado, guys, leave a like on the video. If you guys are new, please subscribe. We are getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate and love the support from each and every single one of you guys. I love you all. You guys are the best. You guys are my heroes. You guys are the reasons why I do these videos. So as always, guys, stay cool, fool. Don't hate, eat some cake, thick thighs, some bright eyes. And as always, guys, keep on grinding.